What if I told you that 2,000 artists in Ireland are getting paid 325 euros every single week? That's about 1,300 a month just to create art. No boss, no office, no strings attached. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, it's real and the numbers are shocking. Welcome back to English for Impact. I'm Yulia Beimlina, and today we are diving into one of the most controversial economic experiments in Europe, Ireland's basic income for the arts. And here's the twist, it's actually making money. For every euro that the government invests, they're getting 1.39 euros back. So the question is, should governments pay people to pursue creative work? And could this model for other industries? By the end of this episode, you'll have all the facts, the heated opinions from Reddit, and 10 powerful English phrases that you can start using in your next business discussion or debate. Let's get into it. Right. So first, what exactly is this program? Let me break down the basics for you because this is where it gets interesting. Ireland launched a pilot scheme in 2022 called the Basic Income for the Arts, or BIA for short. Now, what is a pilot scheme? It's essentially a small test for a new idea before rolling it out nationwide. Think of it like when your country tries a 4-day work week in one department before implementing it everywhere. So this pilot scheme gives 325 euros per week to 2,000 artists in Ireland and other creative workers. It was originally scheduled to run for 3 years until 2025. To run a program means to operate or manage it over time, like how you might run a business or run a project at work. But where the story gets better. The program was so successful that the government decided to extend it, to make it longer by 6 months to February 2026. And in budget 2026, Ireland just committed to making this program permanent. That means it's no longer temporary. It's meant to last forever and never apart. Keep it up, Ireland! Now I know what you're thinking. That sounds expensive. Where's the money coming from? Well, hold on to your headphones because the economic data is wild. Get this, a cost-benefit analysis, that's a fancy way of measuring if something is worth the investment, found that for every single euro invested in this scheme, society received between 1.31 to 1.75 euro in return. The overall return of the program, 1.39 euros per one invested. Let me explain what an overall return of means. It's the total profit or result you get from an investment. For example, if your company spends 10,000 euros on new software and saves 20,000 euros in efficiency, that's an overall return of 200%. You doubled your money. So where does this 1.39 euros return come from? 3 main areas. First, increased well-being among artists, which means they boost mental health and reduce financial stress. When people aren't worried about paying rent, they can focus on creative work. Second, higher public engagement with arts and culture. More concerts, exhibitions, more performances, all generating what? Economic activity. And third, gross income gains. Artists who have stable income can invest in their careers, hire assistants, rent studio space, and grow their impact. This is what we call a win-win scenario. Artists benefit, society benefits, and the economy. But of course, not everyone is celebrating. Some people are wondering. When I looked at the Reddit discussions about this program, things got spicy. Let me share some of the reactions, because this is where the debate really heats up. The user 0000 says, they already have a tradition of tax exemptions for authors and bards. It's just an extension of their existing culture. Getting 6 upvotes, he basically says there is nothing to get too much excited about. It's all the same. User Minor Don got 15 upvotes for his comment. The program pays 2,000 people out of a population of 5,370,000. That means 0.00037% of the population will receive these payments. The other 99.99963% of the population still has to work. This will never scale because you run out of the people's money to spend. A more pessimistic approach got 3 times more upvotes. Next, user Xin the Dark responds to the question why only artists with 169 upvotes. His comment runs as follows. Citizens who participated in the pilot program said the payments improved their daily lives. A report published by Ireland's government in May said the payments reduced financial stress, allowed for professional growth, and boosted mental health. Okay, no wonder about that. The next user is very concise. The_scout1255 says, holy shit, utopia, getting 74 upvotes. The next is my favorite. The comment portrays a French guy with a nice mustache saying, I'm something of an artist myself. Isn't that nice? Finding your creative side. Then user 0000 drops another comment, earning 73 upvotes. It's harder than it looks to keep it up. You have to demonstrate your practice. So that means having a site, socials, applying for shows, grants, teaching, blah, blah, blah. It is basically a poor paying. These are the conversations happening right now in economics and policy circles around the world. Now, before we wrap it up, let's quickly review those 10 powerful phrases you heard throughout this episode. These are professional English expressions you can use in your meetings, presentations, or discussions about economics and business. Let's get to it. 1. A pilot scheme, a small test for a new idea. Example, we are launching a pilot scheme for a 4-day work week in the marketing department to assess productivity impacts. 2. To run, and it's not only about Nike pros, to operate or manage something. She runs a bakery that only sells bread shaped like famous actors. I wonder if they have Donald Trump shaped bread. Great. 3. To extend, to make something longer or last longer. It's not only about eyelash extensions. Girls will get me. Another example. The free pizza at work was so popular, the boss decided to extend it for another week. Come to work for my startup and you'll get lots of free pizza. 4. Permanent. Meant to last forever, not temporary. He thought the hello my name is sticker was a permanent part of this suit. 5. An overall return of the total profit or result you get from something. An example of this phrase in use. Our new efficiency software yielded an overall return of 200% by saving countless hours previously spent on manual data entry. Or I get it, and you, my dear listener, you are halfway through, which is great. You have 5 more phrases to go to boost yourself further. 6. Tax exemptions. Specific things you don't have to pay tax on. Consult your accountant. That new office plant you bought might qualify for a tax exemption as a workplace improvement. Awesome. 7. To scale. To grow a business or idea to a much larger size. They started selling lemonade on one street corner and hope to scale to every corner on earth. 8. To reduce financial stress. To make money worries smaller. Finding an extra $20 in your old jeans really helps to reduce financial stress for about 5 minutes. Ha ha ha. 9. We have just 2 more to go. 9. To boost mental health. Oh, I need it. To improve your mood and mind. Petting a friendly dog is a great way to boost mental health. Agree, I'm a dog person. Don't like cats. Sorry, not sorry. 10. To keep it up. To continue doing a good job. To continue working at the same speed. You've cleaned your room for 5 whole minutes? Keep it up. Ha ha ha. I love sarcasm sometimes, but not too much. These are all B2 to C1 level phrases that will make you sound professional and fluent in business English. So, what's the bottom line here? Ireland is proving that investing in artists isn't just morally good, it's economically smart. The overall return of 1.39 euros per euro invested shows that when you reduce financial stress for creative workers and help them boost mental health, they create value that ripples through society. Could this model scale to other countries or to other professions? That's the billion-euro question. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think basic income programs like this are the future, or are they too expensive to run long term? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one. And if you found this episode useful for learning English and understanding modern economic policy, do me a huge favor. Smash that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and share this with one person who is learning English or interested in economics. We are growing this community together, and I couldn't do it without you. So thank you for being here and keep it up with your English learning journey. I'll see you in the next episode where we're going to dissect effective TED Talks. Until then, stay curious and keep learning. This is Yulia Bemelina and English for Impact, signing off.